G'day, this is Captainoob, but this is a two-shot explosive 50 caliber machine gun. I first used this on an unoptimized build. I was unsatisfied with its performance, so I've created a new character, a new build, a new weapon style for using melee weapons, heavy weapons, unarmed weapons, and shotguns, the strength build. Anyway, so here we are with our 50 cal machine gun doing 176 damage, which is okay, but we all know how far this can go. So let's quickly boost that. We're going to be using heavy gunner perks, obviously. 3 of those. We're also going to be using bullet shield and lock and load for faster reload and a little bit of damage resistance whilst firing. And to boost our splash damage a little bit, we'll chuck on Grenadier, and for explosive damage, we'll chuck on Demolitions Expert, and last but not least, Bloody Mess in luck, and that gives us 465 damage. Now we're going to be using this with power armor, that's why we've got the stabilize perk, because this thing is incredibly inaccurate, especially when on the move, but when you get to firing this weapon, you just see how inaccurate it is. So having a little bit of accuracy boost with power armor is going to be very useful. Also, that is the reload speed on that, by the way. That's quick. Alrighty, let's start over here as we always do with the little muty warm-up. And even on the move in power armor, this thing does like to spread out. But what you can do to control the recoil of this thing and the accuracy is to just stand still and shoot in bursts, like that. You don't really have to shoot all that fast, just tapping the trigger enough to hit the enemy is going to be good. This guy has taken some pretty good cover, so unfortunately most of the shots didn't really make it, but when we're up in the air like that, we can just rain down hell on them like that. So like the inaccuracy is too much of a problem. It certainly is a lot alleviated when you're in power armor, so that's a good thing. We'll quickly open up this door. We've got a master, take him out. There we go. And we've also got Brute down there, Butcher. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're getting top tier spawns, which is kind of annoying. You've survived a lot of explosive bullets. Yeah, sometimes explosive weapons are a little bit glitchy. Hopefully by next patch that is fixed, but I think we're done. One more to go. We definitely killed that guy. There is his giblets there. So we'll quickly find where the straggler is, and then we can move on to something a little bit more full on. Well, as it turns out, he's in here. I can actually hear him. So, you win this round, Super Mutant, but I'll get ya. I'll get your friends instead. Alrighty, welcome to West Tech. Population, soon to be 0 Super Mutants. So we'll just get started. Now I like this place. This is one of the places where I frequently travel to power level. And you also occasionally find, mostly all the time, find a Super Mutant Suicider, which they're kind of rare in this game, which is kind of cool. So yeah, there's a rare find. But as you can tell, we're having no problem slaughtering this mutant filth. Sometimes it's fun to just fly around in a jetpack, get a little bit of a jump with marsupial, and then rocket into the air. We are still in danger. What's on the radar? Just that bloke there. Oh, it's a turret. Alright, we're hidden for now. There are more super mutants over at the back, so we'll quickly take a shortcut and fly over this building. In we come, and fire from the sky. It's like playing as an attack helicopter. It's so cool. No, don't need to reload. Let's just keep going. Plenty of bullets left in the belt, and still haven't got the attention of the rest of these super mutants yet. Still in caution. Another dude up there. I'm not even running a stealth build right now. There's no excuse for not knowing where a giant 50 cal machine gun, super mutant killing, power armor wearing person is, and still not clear. I think they've gone and decided to hide today. Alrighty, welcome to the interior of West Tech. This place is very close quarters. It's very dangerous to be using a two-shot explosive weapon in this area, but we're going to try and use this thing anyway. I've gotten good at hopefully not killing myself by running through this place with an explosive two-shot weapon a lot. The trick is basically shoot things when they're away from you, or away enough from you that they won't actually kill you. So that doggo I'm just ignoring because he's honestly a little bit too close, but what you can do is quickly sprint away. His bad pathing won't allow him to catch up to you immediately, so you can just turn and burn him just like that. We'll go ahead and get down and dirty with these super mutants. There we are. A couple more down here. And if you shoot the FEV VATs, it makes a big splash noise. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but whatever. Alright, what have we got? I think he's above us. Yes, he is. That was a legendary dude. He is also dead. What do you have for us? It is a 38 round. It's a nocturnal leg. No thanks. Alright, so that's the FEV section clear. There is another area to this though, which I believe you can go head through this section. You'll need a password or a hacker perk to get through that. And now we're in even more scary close quarters environments with super mutants. But as you can tell, the XP is stacking up. All of these guys are like Warlord, Masters, Primuses, Primis. I don't know how the plural of that word. But still, we're doing pretty well with ourselves in here. Haven't killed ourselves yet, although I might have just jinxed it. And most of these doors you're just free to open as they are. So we'll just find out where these compass markers are and then track them down and get a bit of splash damage on them. Hopefully not kill ourselves. And that is this place somewhat cleared. Luckily for us, using a big giant weapon like this isn't subtle in the slightest, so you'll find that enemies find their way to you pretty easily. You generally don't have to hunt these guys down, which is good. So plenty of super mutants that we're killing, no problem taking out these guys whatsoever. Still in danger at this point, so there's still more around. I know there's a control room which would still have more, so we'll quickly head through and find those blokes. There's also this wing that I haven't cleared out yet either, so even more super mutants here. This is kind of like the immersive gunner's plaza of super mutants, so I don't know, I might test out weapons here a little more often because there is plenty of XP to be had, plenty of kills to be done, and plenty of weapon mechanics to talk about. And in close quarters areas like this, you'd probably be like clenching your asshole at the amount of times where I've taken a shot that's too close to me. Sometimes I get comments on my 2-shot explosive handmade video that they were like, oh Jesus, he's shooting that a little bit too close. Let's get close. No, I don't want to. Alright, so obviously the ones with the sledgehammers, they're easy to outpath. The ones with the rifles tend to just stand there, so they're easy enough to kill. And outpathing these guys, especially on this difficult to navigate terrain, is super easy. And I think we might almost be cleared. There's a couple of blokes. That's the control room location, but there's a one on the stairs. We'll just bounce some splash damage and kill him. Float across to here, and into the control room we go. There's usually 2 muties in here. Maybe I already killed them. Combat music is off. I believe that is a successful run of the West-Tech, and no casualties on my part obtained, although I was hurt significantly there, so I may have gotten 1 or 2 shots that are a little bit too close. That's what stimpaks are for, eh? Of course, we're going to test it against these ghouls too, because I've got a feeling that we can just sit there and just kill them all as they run through the choke points. So let's just wake them all up by blowing up all of their lovely cars. Maybe that was their like pre-war cars, that's why the ghoulies are angry as they are. But anyways, they'll come running, and now we'll get detected by these guys just from standing out in plain sight. And now we wait. Just one hand this, just on the mouse. Occasionally click. Burst fire if you will. Conserve ammo if you feel like it. But basically we get to hose down every single ghoul that comes to this choke point, bouncing splash damage off of that table. And there you go, there's another level. Oh, another one. Another pile of dead ghoulies to go through. And, whoops, turn around and shoot him. And who else is here? Yep, the manager. He doesn't like to go out and do the dirty work, so he just sits there. And I'm not sure who the boss was. It definitely wasn't Hannah. She's having a day off today, apparently. Oh, it was a fat ass. Never mind. We've got ghoul aids, but we'll clear that as soon as possible. But, yep, I'm still in danger, so there's still some ghouls around. Maybe I should have a sweep of the top floors instead of just leaving up to the bottom floors. This area looks clear. No ghouls inside here. There's one there. T-posing, cheeky bastard. Kill him. And still in danger. Ah, there's a dude over there. Oh, he's literally in the roof. Oh yeah, this is what the roof looks like, by the way. So now that we know he's there, we'll just one-shot him like that. Yep. There you go. That's how you clear out this place. You just sit there and shoot stuff. It's quite genius, really. Hi, Swan. Bye, Swan. Alrighty, dosed up on a little bit of rads. We've got this thing up to 558 with the Nerd Rage perk. And let's go ahead and boost that a little bit with a little bit of adrenaline damage just to see what we can do. Plenty of Hans Molemans about for us to kill. Hopefully we can draw them all out with our loud 50 caliber machine gun. I don't know why, I don't think this thing sounds right. I think it should be a bit more of a boom to it rather than sounding a little bit more like a lighter machine gun, but that's just me. I played a lot of Battlefield games and the 50 cals in there actually sound like big 50 cal heavy machine guns, so yeah. Alrighty, so we'll kill those mole rats. Is that at 60? Please tell me that's at 60. It's at 50. I need something else to kill, and fast. There we go, she's at 60 after killing another Hans Moleman, and now we're at 892. We can gather all that damage on the crabbies, so let's see what it does there, eh? Okay, let's see if we've got the crab dudes to spawn. We certainly have, so we'll just go ahead and kill them one by one until we get our adrenaline damage up to the fullest, and then we'll kill the Milet Queen, hopefully very, very fast. Or is it just the king around today? It might... Okay, there's the queen, but where's all of the regular crabs? I didn't want to have one rank of adrenaline before taking her out. Well, looks like that's the way it's gonna be then. Whatever. Still killed her super fast, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Just all of those extra points of damage that we'd get from adrenaline is just insult to injury, to be honest. But yeah, we'll take on a Scorch Beast. They appear out of the ground, like not out of the little hole that they're supposed to crawl out of. They like literally out of the ground. And for whatever reason, we've only got one of this gun zombies to kill. So yep, we'll use that to get started on the Scorch Beast. And as you can tell, we're hitting him quite a bit, and it is regenerating its health back, so whatever. And oh, looks like I'm getting triple teamed here. Let's just go back into caution. Thank you. They're still gonna scream at where I was, but it's gonna be a lot less severe now that I'm back into caution. Is that someone landing? That's someone landing. Well, you've just signed your own death warrant. Time to die, mutie. That's another one that just landed too. You're already dead. Right, it's over, mutie. Oh, god damn it. So close. He landed too. But yeah, that's what happens when it comes to explosive weapons, especially when you're running a suicide build like that. We'll quickly respawn and get him. You see, I didn't originally plan to do the whole Nerd Rage damage output suicide build version of this. I wanted to stay with stabilized because obviously that's a lot easier to actually retain accuracy with that, and in addition you don't kill yourself because you're not on the verge of death at all times, so there you go. Luckily we do get quite a bit of damage resistance out of this. I think it's like 40%, and that's not damage resist as in like an extra little bit of armor damage resist. I think it's actually 40%, although I might need to... Ooh, I shot myself there and I didn't kill myself, so, you know. I'd kill these Scorch Beasts a lot faster if they didn't have all of this death-defying regeneration off of my explosive bullets. That's why I generally like using actual bullet weapons that don't explode when taking on Scorch Beasts. See, if I was using my Winter Stealth Commando build right now, I'd be laughing. I wouldn't even had to have healed through that whole situation. I would have just cheesed sneak attack criticals through that whole fight. So, yeah, despite this being a very, what's it called? It's boasting power, right? But still, you can still do pretty good. That's a very, yeah, I'm going to keep that economy Wonder Glue for life now. I fought Scorch Beast over it. Yeah, despite it being very over the top in damage, you can still do better in some situations with like a more subtle sneak build, or not really sniper build, but a sneak build, a Stealth Commando build if you'd like. So I think that'll about do it for the two-shot explosive 50 caliber machine gun. It is a great weapon for sure, but honestly I do prefer the two-shot explosive Gatling gun better. I feel like it's more controllable, it does more damage, and 5mm are a lot more easy to get, so you can find ammo for that to keep that running for ages. So I think that one is better, but still not a bad weapon at all. Pretty good. Thank you for watching, guys.